And we'll head in for another one, see how we do. I mean, there's the duck that we were hoping for last time. Crickets. I just don't see any use value in you anymore. Crickets and horses, unfortunately, just kind of fall by the wayside in my humble opinion here. So let's go beaver and pig. And we'll most likely lose here anywho. But that is totally okay. It's the price you pay for making a duck work. And, ooh, skulking muffins, fatherly muffins. I kind of like the ring too. So far, not getting any real zingers that immediately hop out at me. I mean, there's something to be said about fatherly housewives. But let's go with the fatherly muffins. It's warm, it's endearing. I'm pretty sure lots of people out there wish that they could have a good fatherly muffin in their life. And that's a loss. Just as we expected. Cheers to that. Perfect. Especially with another duck on the menu. And then because it seems to just always be my thing, ant up at the front, like all things should be. And last but not least, I think I want to freeze a fish. We can sell the pig, and we can actually afford 2 more rerolls as well. So let's risk it all, go to the moon. Not quite there, but I will sell you still for this fish. And we'll keep you on hold. I think that works for me. Level 3, or round 3 rather, is where I like to sell my horde of ducks to support whatever comes up. You can get some pretty ridiculous, like, early dogs, early peacocks. Plus, if you can get the combination beforehand on top of that, you can definitely get a really solid tier 3 animal coming rearing out of the gates. Well, let's see how she goes. And we did get the upgrade. Dodo is also not a bad recipient of the buffs here. Passes them forward as well. Can't complain too much there. Freeze the pill. And yeah, I think we go for it. We'll almost definitely be selling you lot. Sell ya. And let's sell ya. And then the question becomes, do we want to do anything else while we're here? Because with a nice low number squad, we can be a bit more guaranteed to hit like the beaver. We know it's going to hit these two. Fainting the ant could hit the beaver, which isn't great, but still makes it a 50-50 shot to land on the fish. Which, wait a second, that's also not great because the fish is just going to get combined into these stronger, better fish anyway, right? So never mind. Let's instead put you up here. 2, 3, we'll still have 3 coins. Could sell, reroll, buy something else. Or we could buy whatever level 3 we get too, I guess. So let's do this. I want to combine you, bring you up, buy my dodo pal. And then even though this beaver and this ant are going to have to go, +1/+1 from the fish upgrade, not the be-all end-all. Likely to sell people after that anyway, so let's give that a shot. Bring up the team and then a badger in the rear. Potentially a future honey badger. I think that seems kind of nice. Hey Spindart, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I guess I didn't give everybody the fantastic day spiel. Just know that if I forget to wish that you had a wonderful day before coming onto the stream, I always mean it, deep down inside. Just don't always remember to say it explicitly here. And perfect. Draws are much more guaranteed with the badger bringing up the back here, so I don't mind whatsoever. Dodo, we probably take. In fact, let's just snap grab that. Question then becomes, Do we want to get rid of ant and beaver? Could do it to buy these two. I don't love elephant because elephant would hurt everyone here rather than help. If we put it in the back, it's just dying to the badger anyway. So that's not huge. So let us instead still do the thing, and we'll have enough gold for a couple rerolls that hopefully turn out in our favor. I'm going to sell you first, I think, because I'd rather your buff misses and hits the ant than the opposite way. The ant buff missing, not quite as fantastic. So let's do you there. I mean, badger's probably going to go eventually, but maybe not. Could end up getting a little wacky and weird with it. Who can say for sure? And then we can get you going. Hitting the dodo is fantastic, totally fine in my books. Let's maybe freeze our flamingo pal. No, I lied. Let's bring our flamingo pal in. Then we get one reroll to hopefully get something good. Not quite what we were looking for. I guess beaver is still most likely our best bet here. Gain some kind of future prospects off of it with that health buff on sell. Yeah, let's go for it there. Unfortunate lineup on some of the health values. You surviving that by 1. Not great, but should be okay in the long run. Perfect. I actually thought that was going to be a draw until the last second. So I'll definitely take a win instead. That's a good upscale. Okie dokie. Garlic, almost for sure going to be slapped down here. Question becomes, what else do I want? I mean, giraffe buffing up the dodo. There we go. Use your words. Seems pretty nice to me early game. Again, passes part of that buff forward at the very least. Regardless, beaver, you gotta go. Of course, hitting the badger every time, and flamingo's not great either, but is what it is. And I think for the garlic, let's actually go dodo over fish. Has the health pool to potentially swing that. And then almost guaranteed to buy you. Giraffe. Then we could keep the sheep around for a potential pivot to a bit more of a summon build, but let's just roll the dice instead. Maybe badger. Do we want to go honey badger now, though? It's maybe a bit more tempting. Turtle might be nice for the future prospects, but I think we'll be fine without for now as well. So let's go one last roll, see if anything changes our mind. More badgers. Ain't too shabby. Let's turn this badger into a honey badger. Less likelihood of a draw here. It's definitely either a win or a loss with that kind of firepower in the back. There she goes. I guess if we bring them down to 1 health, that bee is going to be the absolute hero of our story, but not super hopeful that that's going to be the case. Lovely stat lines there with the buffs. Got a sheep out of the spider as well without the room to let it grow, so that's also fantastic. It's always right at the end of the round that I realized that I'm not looking at our opponent's name. So you gotta give some respect to the name, you know? And as for all of you lovely folk, I mean, how can we say no with this many badgers in this economy? Let's snatch you up. I think you deal double attack damage on upgrades, so that's going to be pretty wacky. A hippo. We're early enough for a hippo to potentially work. It would require selling something. But flamingo could go. I'm getting caught up in my head here instead of speaking because I was debating if giraffe should be buffing up hippo or dodo. I guess if hippo goes in front of dodo, hippo has enough attack to most likely wipe out anything, and hopefully get those knockout buffs rolling in. Regardless, I think you've served your country well, Flamingo. Goodbye. Let's freeze Hippopotamus. Roll. Now I feel like a fool because we definitely could have killed that Flamingo instead. But that is still a-okay. You always get too greedy and keep the Flamingos until you get the pill. Well, see, it definitely would have worked out for you here, Eggly. Would have been nice. Life would be but a dream. Let's maybe freeze the garlic. We get one more reroll to potentially guarantee something for our future. I think fish is going to go, so I'm not super happy towards the idea of buying more of them. Giraffe and fish are probably pretty high up there on the kick it list. Let's try this one out. See if our hippo survives through at least one knockout. Makes it worth our while. And this isn't a horrible team. It's a lot of meat, I guess, so maybe less so. Oh, the one meat gets eaten up, though. Beautiful. We did get it for exactly one knockout, just like we were hoping and dreaming for. But there we go. The dodo on our side surviving through the melon armor on the ox was absolutely huge. I thought that was a definite draw halfway through. Just have a beautiful track record for predicting the outcomes of these. Doing fantastic so far this episode. As for all of you lovely individuals, I think we will throw more into this badger. It's kind of silly, but if we can get you dealing triple damage, we have very good odds for a draw or a win. I guess, again, draw maybe not because of the bee. Hopefully wins. Maybe the occasional loss still, but no matter what, that's a possibility. Let's buff you. In fact, we might end up buying nothing else here. We'll give it one reroll. We freeze a turtle, because a turtle in front of a hippo is pretty fantastic. And then from here, we can just double buff you. And that seems okay to me. Let's see what kind of stat lines we're running into. Round 7 is where it's a pretty wide range, where you either have teams that are still mostly like 4 or 5s across the board, or you can start running into your very first like 30 20s. Never know what you're going to get. Garlic armor doing wonderful work there. Truly incredible work. In fact, Dodo, you the real MVP for sure. Ooh, and Monkey. I mean, ooh. I mostly wanted a monkey when I wasn't planning on running the turtle up front. If I can kill the turtle, then we're still sitting pretty. Can buff up the hippo is what I'm dreaming of here. In fact, we would probably prefer that over the draft. The draft, you've done great. Dodo's looking pretty solid here already, at least for this stage in the game. So we can swap you out for Monkus. And then Turtle in the front still has its usual issues, but that's fine. Let's maybe preemptively do that. I'm looking at the canned food, but let's say no to the canned food for now. Drop you into the mix. No pill. I mean, Penguin is interesting. Have 2 targets, potentially a 3rd right away, but not quite there, unfortunately. Hare, I'm tempted to keep around, even though we are digging for a pill, I guess, so let's not get too hasty. Should have kept it around. That's a-okay. If we want to guarantee the win here, I mean, regardless, let's put you up, That seems good. Start buffing that hippo. Could go salad bowl and cupcake kicker. Get a good entree, or rather starter and dessert combination run in here. Go salad. Hippo? No hippo, but that's fine. Dodo is not bad either. Monkey's a little bit of a slap in the face, but I'll take what I can get. then yeah, let's try that one out. Might be a bit of a waste of money if we go up against a weak squad that we absolutely crush regardless. But anything to give us a little bit of extra leeway. Turns out, that's actually... Oh no, the dodo is buffing the rooster, so never mind. I got excited there for a moment, thinking that we might have done something brilliant. But the dodo behind the rooster made it so our hippo did die in one hit, unfortunately. And speaking of dodo rooster, though, hello, friend. I mean, I do also want this cow. Fish could go. Sell fish, bring in cow, milk up the hippo. Rooster in front of dodo? Would be nice if it was a level 2 dodo, but it's still not bad. Hippo's gonna get to the point where it can live on its own. It doesn't need the dodo back support. So let's try this out. I sell you. Bring in a cow pal. Need more cow pal? Cow pal, I guess. And we'll sell you. And then we still have some room for some reroll action here. There's the pill. Interesting. Also chocolate for the dodo. Oh, there's just too much I want here. It's all too fantastic. So let's pause for a second. We can turtle, pillet, rooster. But we get no chocolate. We could chocolate, rooster, but then we have 3 gold, and it doesn't quite work out. So I think where that leaves me is that plan A is slightly better. Give the hippo melon armor, increasing its odds of actually killing something without taking any damage, and then those knockout buffs start rolling in. And then we'll probably go rooster, but we can afford to roll and roll. Could also go scorpion for a round or something silly like that, but let's try you out. Everyone's playing with dodo roosters these days, and I actually haven't ever gotten this off the ground, so I apologize if it's boring and it's all you ever see watching this game online, but I just want to know what it feels like, you know? It seems so cool. I just want to be one of the cool kids. Absolutely wonderful work there. Roosters, how you've gotten your wins. Nice. Yeah, the rooster strong in general. The dodo rooster is just kind of a ridiculous combo once you get it running. I mean, the other one that is really just silly and fun is if you can get a really buff rooster right off the bat, then running a tiger rooster in the back is just wild. Filling out your entire line with chicks. And I mean, the smart thing would probably be to sell the badger. On some level, I know this, but they've been here the whole time. You know, they've supported us. I think it's time that we support them back. And then the question becomes, where the heck do we want to spend this chocolate? Dodo makes our rooster quite a bit stronger. But I mean, chocolating the rooster, hoping for the next level up is pretty huge too. It's been so long since I didn't roll double level 1 baseline monkeys instead of going for the immediate combine, so it always hurts my soul on some level to a certain extent to combine you right in. That's the other, of course, potential chocolate destination here. But let's go with the dodo. We said that we were going to try it out. Tiger always makes fun comps. You're not wrong. And there she is. Tiger themselves. We don't have the buff rooster, so I don't know how well it would actually work behind the rooster right now. You're dropping 24 attack. So if we put the tiger behind our dodo, we have maxed out roosters. Some small part of me, there's a voice in my head that's telling me, put the tiger behind the badger, and then badger deals 16 damage to, like, I think it'd be 2 spaces. I guess if it doesn't kill the pet, then it would just deal 32 to that pet. And then we get the bee still. It's kind of wacky, kind of weird, and I kind of like it. But regardless, we can afford one more reroll here, and maybe we can save the tiger for our future. In fact, does look like that's going to be the case, because let's see, we could bring in monkey. I was hoping for another chocolate to come up, because then we could do monkey chocolate right off the bat. Or a rooster, really. Rooster chocolate instead. A humdy-dum. Because it seems irresponsible to sell my monkey, right? I mean, sure, it's getting later on. Hippo might start to fall off at some point. Maybe we do want to commit hard to this wacky and wonderful run we have. Again, the smart answer, the right answer here is probably just sell your badger. It's that easy, but I'm afraid I can't do that. So let's go for a few rerolls instead. We'll almost definitely be buying the monkey, but if we see something else that completely changes our mind, I mean, I even am tempted to try and get the level 3 badger before the end here. If we can get that banner, I'll be a happy camper. So let's just go with this. It's not too bad. Reroll one more time. No chocolate. Gosh darn it. All I want is one little bit of cocoa infused sugar. We can see how this goes still. I mean, not too scary of a stat line. They do have roosters of their own, and in fact, their dodo is just better. But ain't no thing. We have quite the finisher, and that's why we don't sell our badger. I always believed in you, badger. They tried to sow the seeds of doubt into our friendship, but it would never happen. Honey badger in the back. Trust you with my life. But, actually not but, speaking of, let's just throw another badger down. No chocolate still. Melon armor, I will take. I actually really like melon armor on the rooster. Still gets completely overrun by anything with 33 attack, which isn't too much at the later stages of the game. But if it makes them survive another hit, that's essentially a level 2 rooster already here. I guess anything else good comes up, it would involve a sell, so I can reroll at least once. Unfortunately, Tiger, I think you're just going to have to sit out on the sidelines for one more round here. Let's double reroll, bring us down to 3, see if anything comes up that drastically changes our mind. And I'll melon you, my rooster pal. No roosters. We gained all the birds last game with the swans coming flying in droves, but unfortunately, not so today. Still a decent matchup. We kill ya, kill you. Also, I said 33, but I just realized it's 23 attack that kills through our melon armor. So I was overselling the capabilities of that a little bit, but that's fine. A 1-up most likely would be on our tiger if I had one, but until then, it's not a huge deal. Let's roll you again, and oh, we've done it. Level 3 badger, level 3 honey badger in the rear, dealing 30 damage to adjacent pets. So that's something, could likely get us there. And then last but not least, I guess we go for the reroll regardless. Unfortunately, this is a whole load of baloney. Give me, I mean, I was about to say monkey or rooster. Did give me the monkey without even having to finish my sentence. So I appreciate you for that. Let's snap grab you, another tiger. Beautiful, but not quite what we're looking for today. Do I want another melon armor? Not now. Maybe not ever. Chocolate, though, I have to freeze. That's exactly what we've been waiting our whole life for. Monkey will probably be getting rid of at some point in the future here, so I think we're good there. And I have to keep telling myself, I win too much with snake. Let's leave the snake alone for now. Snake and tiger, like, that's just the dream team right there, but... See, this is a decent combination of new animals, at least for me. Seeing as how I've never gotten hippo to actually pop off properly. So I'll take that. feel so sorry for you. So close. You almost got to our honey badger. That's 9 wins. We still have 1 loss of leeway here at the very least, so that's something. Do I level up my hippo? Probably not strictly necessary, but it's gotten us this far already, so let's do it. The game really wants us to run a tiger somewhere in the mix. Unfortunately, time's just not right yet. I think we will chocolate our rooster friend instead. Hope for another chocolate or another rooster next round. If we lose here, or if we draw, of course. Let's see how this goes. I mean, this is actually looking pretty solid so far. I don't agree with your ordering here. I think you got a tiger on the snake. You might have killed my rooster already. I mean, hey, I might still lose this, and in fact, I think we are. Never mind. Honey badger. Honey badger in for the victory, getting us our 10 wins. Holy crap. Oh, I almost talked myself into a bit of a hole there, but I will gladly take that. Holy crap. That's 2 10 wins in a row, is it? Definitely getting lucky today. Honey badger MVP. Can't disagree with you there. Absolutely fantastic. And let's see if we can't make this into a bit of a streak. I also just noticed my achievements did go up for that dragon play earlier. In fact, I wasn't quite sure with the achievements. I mean, you get the ribbon on level 3. Do you get the achievement just for winning with them? No. You get the achievement for hitting level 3, and then the ribbon is winning with the level 3. That's probably what it is, right? Because Hippo, unfortunately, still grayed out there.